Hey everybody, welcome back to My Wings of Refuge. It has been such a full, busy week. I hope every one of you out there fathers, I hope you all had an excellent Father's Day. Get it? Excellent Father's Day. Kill me. Okay, so anyway, here I have, you see, my basket of beautiful eggs. And this time of year, if you've been watching in the news or if you paid much attention, you realize that we had our summer solstice this past week, which means it was the longest day of the year. Also meaning we had the most daylight in one day of the year. And so what that means for chickens is it takes chickens to have more daylight to lay more eggs. And so you're probably getting your best egg supply right now. And so one of the things I want to do today is take advantage of having so many extra eggs to get ready for the winter. I like to do some winter baking, and also every single day without fail, I fix my husband an omelet. And so with an omelet, I'm scrambling those eggs. So what I'm going to do today is for anything egg preserving that you want to do for cooking or baking, like scrambling eggs will be fine. But this is not preserving them for like my sunny side up eggs or fresh eggs that I want to do something like that with. So I'm not preserving for those things today. Today I'm preserving more for winter baking. Remember that French silk pie I made recently? It took a lot of fresh eggs. And so this winter, say Thanksgiving or Christmas if I want, I can make that pie again using my winter harvested eggs. So here's what we're going to do. First of all, I've already gotten the set started. So I purchased these wonderful little containers. They are silicone. You can buy silicone egg containers. You can do it in even just a ice cube tray. The thing is sometimes you have to be able to pop them to get them out. If it's one of the old-fashioned kind that's aluminum and you have to crack it, the downside is when you put your eggs in there, it could slide through. You may not get one perfect egg. There's a lot of different ways of doing this. This is just how I'm doing mine today. Okay, one of the things I love about this silicone tray here is that it actually has a lid. Because when I put it in my freezer, I don't want it to be open. I would rather it have a lid. So it does have a lid. Look there how beautifully these are frozen. Isn't that wonderful? Now, some people will scramble up their eggs and mix them all in a bowl first and then pour them in. I don't do that. I want to know that mine are each individually one egg. Because if I'm baking and the dish calls for 4 eggs, I can pull out 4 cubes. If I'm making my husband an omelet, I usually use 2 eggs. I can pull out 2 eggs. And so there's lots of different ways I say to do this, but here's just how I do mine. Okay, so it can help sometimes if you run some just warm water over the bottom, or if you let them sit out for just a couple of minutes. Don't let them defrost, but it will just be easier to get out. Also, you can also spray the inside of your containers here with some light oil if you want to before putting them in there. It can help you to get them out easier. So we're just going to pop these out. There we go. These all came out quite nicely. Now all we're going to do is put them in a little freezer Ziploc bag. Okay, so here I have some little freezer bags. I've used the quart size. You can use any size you want, but make sure they're freezer bags. I went ahead and put the date on them, and I wrote that they're eggs, because if you're sending someone else to the freezer to get something for you, you want to make sure they get the right thing. But also, the date, I like to make sure when I pull them out of the freezer, I just like to get the oldest ones first. It doesn't really matter as long as they're frozen. They will keep frozen probably for about a year. Mine won't last that long. So, just gonna pop my little squares right into this bag. There you go. And now I'm going to pop them right in the freezer. Here's our next batch, and we'll just pop them in. Okay, so now that we have put ours in the freezer, we're going to start another batch. And so if you want to use some oil, I have here some grapeseed oil. You can use just about any kind of oil you want. And I'm really just a very, very light little spritz there. And so I'm just going to crack each egg. Put one in each little hole. I like to save my eggshells. I do feed those back to my chickens. This is so easy. So now we're just going to put the lid on these and make sure it's sealed all the way around. There's little grooves in these, so just make sure that, there we go. That's all we have to do, guys. So now I'm going to put these in my freezer, and I'm going to rinse all of my eggshells that we just did, and I'm going to sit them out and let them dry completely. Then I'll crush and crumble them into tiny pieces and feed them back to my chickens. Let's go outside and see Miss Dandelion, because she had to go to the vet this week and she has something to show you. Hey everybody, this is Dandelion, and Dandelion had a little incident with her leg this week, and we had to go to the vet. Isn't that right? She was also camera shy. When I told her we were about to film this video, she literally ran, jumped in the nesting box, and stayed there forever. And so she's camera shy. She said normally this is hot lips and not meant for her. But she injured her leg this week, and we had to go take her to the doctor. And the doctor said she was very well behaved. She got an X-ray because I was afraid her leg was broken. And the doctor also kind of wanted to make sure that she didn't have any kind of peritonitis going on. But what we saw in the X-ray was super cool because she was ready to lay an egg. And so I did stick around for a while and watched her. As soon as we got home, she ran straight to the nesting box. And I just wanted to make sure that the egg was just fine, that she wasn't having any kind of issue with that egg. And it turned out just perfect.
What's the matter, girl? What's the matter?
stand up. Come on, stand up. Stand up. Come on, stand up for me. What's the matter? What's the matter with you? We're ready to go in. Let's see Dr. Martha. Go get that leg checked out. Good girl. Good girl. You're looking better already, Dandelion. Yes, you are. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Next week, we might be making something out of sourdough. If all goes well and there's nothing else happens, we're going to do a sourdough recipe. So stay tuned for next week. Until then, y'all, stay safe out there and have a great week.